Hi, everybody. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to Tuesday. Wednesday. Jeez, what day is it? Anyways. Okay, hi. My name is Christopher, and welcome to Everybody Wants to Listen to My Podcast. Episode number 84. 84? That's a higher number than me. All right. I hope everybody's had a good day. I hope that you're all behaving. You know what I mean. And that you've all been working on some cool stuff. I've been getting a bunch of 3-prompt images sent by somebody, and as soon as I have their permission, I'm gonna give you a little show. But in the interim, you know, if you're doing those types of things, if you've got some stuff that you're making and creating, you know, let everybody know. But today's page is another one of the 500 years from now pages. Close your eyes. There we go. Anyways, today's page is one of the 500 years from now suggested pages. This makes 3 of them. Scientists will try to convince people that rocks are interesting. The Kremlin overtaking the world, and science takes a vacation to Peru. So that's I don't know who suggested that one. I thought it was Kat, but she thought it was Josh. I don't remember. Anyhow, I think it's Kat. Either way, thank you so much for the suggestion. And if I've said it was the wrong person, I apologize, and I will make a correction. Okay, these one-page comics, I've been doing them for a while. What kind of while, Chris? Boy, am I glad you asked. Last year, we put out the first volume, and its name was One Page Comic Extravaganza, Volume 1. So, this collects the first 40 of the one-page comic suggestions that I've done. I have an entire, I have enough of these done from that same year to do a volume 2. I just never got around to it. And it was a lot of fun. I started doing this at the beginning of COVID because some of the people that I knew were feeling isolated because of all the lockdowns and horse crap. And so, I said, well, if you want to do something, let me know a comic idea and we'll work on it together live. That's how it started. And that was some of that collected on my last stream last year, which was called Nobody Wants to Listen to My Podcast. Next year, I'm going to have another title too. That's what I'm going to do. So we did this, and it was a lot of fun, and had a grand old time. So I've started putting up some videos, some shorts with, I still got to figure out the frames per second, I think, on this camera here. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. We'll get it. Okay. But this is today's page, which was suggested by either Cat and Paste or Joshua Kimball. And I don't remember which one. I apologize. The suggestion here was Science Takes a Vacation to Peru. So there we go. Good afternoon, California time. So this connects to the other 2 pages that I've already done for the 500 years from now. And I thought I'd show you some fun in the sun. So here is the hell was that? Oh, it's my drawing board. Okay. So these are the 3 pages that all fit together now. And they can actually be connected to one another. So, woo! And just fun. We got one more. To do. And yeah, but that's 3 done so far. And before you know it, we'll have 1,000. Okay. Yeah, but today's page was a lot of fun. I put the same spaceships in it. This is them landing at Machu Picchu, and which is a little souped up in sci-fi, more so than it is today, as a ruin. And where they're going to go and do some science with scientists. Yeah. They're going to make a thingy. So, hiya, Kat. Welcome aboard. I got the standard thing at the start here of, do you have a crazy or maybe not so crazy idea that you think would make a cool one-page idea? Tell us here. Go on. All right, a couple things. I've been cleaning my house like crazy this morning, so my eyes are, my glasses are fogging up because my body is hot. I overheat like a maniac. And I'm wearing my stylish new sweater that my wife got me. I gotta make an honest account here today. My sense of fashion is not. And so if it were up to me, I would dress like a mortician. Full time. Okay, Kat says, I have it written down, Kat, but I didn't want to not credit you. I had it written down as Joshua and Kat scratched out, but I'm like, did I do that wrong? Just because I don't want ever want anybody to feel like they're left out. So thank you again, Kat. I know I am like, clean your room. I did. Go clean your room. You got to tell me things a few times. Anyhow, what I was saying was, I got new glasses this week and a haircut, and my wife brought me this pretty fancy, cool sweater that I really like, and she basically dresses me. All my clothes are my wife picks out because she has a really great fashion sense, and I do not. So just thought I'd get that out there on the deck. I don't know why. Hey, my glasses are fogging up because my body is hot. Sounds like the opening line of a Loverboy song. Feel the heat. Yeah, I guess so. I gotta take them off for a second. Okay, so yeah. So anytime you, I was commented yesterday, and somebody said I always dress nicely for my streams, and that's I can't take credit for that. So that's all Lori. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the page. It's been a fun week. Here's yesterday's page, and etc. etc. All right. So good fun in the sun. What day is it today? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I've been operating thinking it was Tuesday. So yeah, this is how connected to reality I am at times. All right. So a couple things that come at my attention. I have suggested that people take a look at this book right here, the 1995-96 Baron Story Watch Annual, and I was informed that this book is $400. Somebody found it for $400 online, which is, yeah, sorry. But I realized that that's not fair, and I apologize to everybody that I suggested a book that was so expensive. But if you like, I'm trying to think about how we can go around this without me photocopying pages, which is illegal, and handing them out. We can go through some of the stuff he talks about if you like it. We already have a whole bunch of stuff in here, is stuff that we've talked about already. Like one of the things that I've exampled recently is notes everywhere. Old gold beard, taste the pride. All right. So these are some of the example pages that I put together, and I've shown people that of all the different ways that you can, draw the same thing. And so I've got 3 pages of these, and drawing the same object over and over again in different approaches. So I've got stuff like that that's available. We can go through, chat about some of this jazz. And if you go through my videos from before, you'll see where I was doing some of these pages live so that there is a discussion there. That is a lot of the information that honestly you get out of that book. So if you can't afford $400 and some odd, which no one in their right mind would, yeah, take a look at those videos. I'm sorry I don't know exactly which ones they are, but the image that you saw of all the eyeballs, they'll be on those videos. So as the holding card. All right, so there's only one more of the in 500 years, and that's that scientists will discover the gnome genome, which is coming up, but we're not going to do that today. Oh, two more. In 500 years, we'll finally find out what came first, the chicken or the egg. That'll be a clucking good time. All right. So yeah, we still got some more suggestions pending. I got one that I want to work on with Jim when he has a moment, and then I got one that if there's people that are interested in doing one-page comics with me, that might be a fun project for us to take on, where the two of us can work on it back and forth online, or yeah, there's a couple of options. Anyhow, I have not heard from a friend of mine that might be coming by this week to talk about her latest book and doing an interview in studio here, and so I look forward to hearing from them. And she and her husband are going to come by and hang out in the studio, and we're going to work on a little thing, a little comic page together. Yeah. So there's a couple of ideas that are pending right now, like Christopher versus Evil Christopher. And Earth is flooded with a diverse amount of extinct creatures that science has decided will be a good idea to bring back. And there'll be lots of robots in that. So that's a page. But yeah, I have not, yet again, I find myself with, I'll just do whatever. Jurassic Park, giant sloths. Yeah. The days the dishes washed me. Yeah, we still got a bunch of ideas pending, but if there's anybody that has an idea from any of the things that I've said out loud that screams to you, Jim says, send me the collaboration info, Chris, for you, of course. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. Thank you very much, Jim. What a superstar. It's a suggestion that relates to Jim. So, yeah, I am right down with that. I am actually quite excited about that. All right. Well, before we go on, let's. If anybody has a one-page suggestion that they would prefer I work on from any of the ones that I've listed, let me know. But while we're waiting, let's take a look at a couple of things. One of which is our sponsors. And sponsor number one is Bob's House of Fish. We stay open late for the halibut. Located at 201 Dundas in beautiful downtown London, Bob's House of Fish. Come on in and reel yourself a great bite. Fixplosion. Fic bands, real music. You think you know music? You don't know nothing. Fixplosion. Featuring their latest album that people should be checking out, entitled Illegal Casino by Nisa and Jim. Illegal Casino. Who doesn't want to go there and have a good time? Also brought to you by One Page Comic Extravaganza Storytime. Check it out. There's shorts in our videos ahead. That was very exciting. Okay, so, all right, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. Yeah, we got a new album from Fixplosion. That's super cool. Check it out. I really enjoy this album. There's a number of songs off it that I really like. So I was listening to Fixplosion this morning while cleaning the house, and it's fun when you got your headphones on, cranked, playing, some albums, and when they say something funny, or vacuuming and just sort of buckling over, cracking up and laughing to yourself. And it just makes you feel like a bit of a goofball. It's not like anybody's watching, right? But you're still, what am I doing? I'm vacuuming this floor. Yeah. Yeah, I look like Freddie Mercury in the Queen video when I vacuum. Anyways. Okay, if you know that reference, buckle up. And then my niece, Caitlin, has an idea coming up for us too, but we just did her cat karate one. And Jim says, love the ads. I'm glad to hear it, Jim. You know, buddy. Illegal Casino is really good on headphones. It really is. That album's fantastic. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Illegal Casino by Neeson and Jim. I asked Jim, how do I pronounce his name, just to make sure I got that correct for this video. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to do Offering to the Hamburger Gods. How's that sound? That sounds great, Chris. I'm glad you like that. Yeah. And this is suggested by Salty Snacks. Oh, I have to look that fast. I have to look it up. Oh. Offering to the Hamburger Gods. All right. Is there any particular way that people want me to do this page? Because I'm open. Okay. Yeah, I'll fix the bit rate on my camera, but I can't do it while we're doing this. So. All right. Okay. Offering to the Hamburger Gods. What size is should I do this at? Large or smaller? Medium size? Inside out? Upside down? I unplugged my headphones. All right. I'm going to put something different on. I'm going to put on. There we go. Okay. Kat says, all sounds good. I'm just here for Corbin. Corbin, who is running around playing right now because I had the vacuum out. And so it's going to take him a while to settle. But when he comes around, I'll let him come and say hi, Kat. All right. This is all colored paper. Let's grab some white paper. Actually, I got a fun idea. I have a fun idea. All right. So I've grabbed some random bits and bobs of paper from my paper shelf, and so let's try a couple things of fun. How's that sound? That sounds great, Chris. I'm glad you feel that way. So I got like some tissue papers and a parchment paper and a piece of craft paper. And let's make a hamburger. Let's make a hamburger. All right? Sounds good. Offering to the Hamburger Gods. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. I'm listening to Robbie Robertson. That's my music for today. Good afternoon, Philip. All right, so let's do a hamburger. What kind of hamburger? The kind you put in your gobble. Oh, baby's coming. Hi, baby. bird is 13 right now. Gonna make a Big Mac. Sound good? Sounds great. All right, so I'm just shapes. That's what we're putting down here. You know what I forgot to put in a hamburger? Hamburger. All right. Kind of looks like a hamburger. Kind of sort of. Kind of ish. Whee! All right. So So Robbie Robertson was the guitar player for the band, and in addition to being the guitar player for the band, he had a good solo career. But he did a song in the 1980s or 90s, I can't remember which it is now, where he had is this one of the singers in his band. He has a very unique voice, and it's sort of a somewhere down that crazy river. Yeah. Jim says we're all living in a post-Gordon Lightfoot world. Yes, indeed we are. That is kind of a sad thought. There's a whole bunch of bands that I was talking with Jim about that, very clearly were inspired by Gordon. And I was trying to let Jim know some of those that he might like. And including one of which covers the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which is an important moment in the Canadian histoire. So it's about a big wreck in the Great Lakes. I should have my my fan out. Or my what do you call that? Bob, Larry. Okay. This is an important part of the process, folks. All right. So I thought I'd put down just some values and some different colors for the different aspects of the ingredients of what's in a hamburger. But I'm not overly particular about, how pretty and how consistently they're down. I'm just, because it's crafts or really bad wrapping paper that I'm putting the colors down on it. It's doing this really fun thing and having its own mind about how it goes on. Skinwalker, Robbie Robertson, great solo album. Not what I was referring to. No, it's not the same album, but that is a great album too. But now I've put on The Last Waltz. Just because that tends to be, if I listen to one, I'll listen to the other. It's just one of those things that happen, right? When you listen to a performer, you'll often switch around to other performances, other bands that they've been in. So is there anybody that doesn't know who the band or Robbie Robertson are? We're going to have a talk. All right. Very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. If you get a chance, listen to the live album of The Last Waltz, because it's got so many additional pieces that are so nice. Okay, I'm going to make noise for a second. Low and low, wherever you may go, put on your overcoat and take me on. Anybody know what that's from? It's from Frank's Wild Years by Mr. Tom Waits. Music for Native Americans. Skinwalkers is a song on it. Nice. I just got a big Robbie Robertson file on my phone, so it just sort of blends all the albums in. Hey, everybody, it's Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Okay. So now I'm going to bring out some glop.
What kind of glop you bringing out, Chris?
Boy, am I glad you asked. Good glop. I keep bringing out the wrong kinds of glop. I got a shelf of glops. I was a big fan as a kid of Rick Danko, and just absolutely in love with Rick Danko's singing as well as his playing style. And so when I was a teenager, and as large teenage young men are prone to do, started playing the bass guitar, it was Rick Danko's vibe that really, really inspired me. It was either his way of performing or Jack Bruce. And who the hell are either one of those guys? Well, they're both really good bass players, but very different bass playing styles. But both of them use the plucking method. So but Rick Danko, beautiful voice. A lot of the reason that we have the band is because when they were all young men, they picked up work playing with Ronnie Hawkins. Ronnie Hawkins, a Canadian performer that he made far more popular performers came out of his band than he ever was. But his number one song is "Who Do You Love?" Yeah, that was his big hit. So, okay. So I put a little bit of medium down on this sucker. Give it a second to take hold. So, offering to the hamburger gods. And this is we're playing. We're having fun. You know what? Where did I put it? I literally just put it there. I literally just had my medium, and then I moved it and hit it on myself. All right, so I know. What in the world are you doing? I know. Don't ask. I'm doing my best. Yeah, so it's been a good week-ish. We've had some bad news and we've had some good news this week, but you just got to persevere, right? I think I have managed to wrestle some kind of responsiveness from the old robot here. It knows what it did. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. But, you know. I'm not repeating that. Just going to put it up there. Rachel's been showing me a bunch of her 3 prompts and that she's been doing from the prompt bag that Dee Dee has on her channel. And there's some really fantastic ones in there. They're all good, but there's a couple that just crack me up out loud. Pantless Paul was one of them. Poor Paul. Poor nothing. He knows what he's up to. All right. I got one more. I'm going to find a home for it. There we go. Everybody saw that. Okay. I scrambled my brush there for a second. As soon as I did, I was like, no, what did I just do? All right. So there's that. I'm just going to dry it fast. Here comes some noise. All right. Rachel says she's dashing. I think you're dashing too much. Nancy says she's very disorganized. I don't know. That seems pretty organized. Okay, so there we got our burger down with some modifications to the surface. And so we can have some fun in the sun with it. And let's get, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Thanks for hanging out, Rachel. It was good to see you. Offering to the hamburger gods. That's what we're doing today. So part of me, when I'm working on anything, there really isn't any clearly defined idea of how I'm going to go about executing anything specific, or what my intention is for a finished image. I tend to just randomly pick a page and go. And the liberation that presents me with is everything is immediate. Everything is automatic. And so when you get to that automatic setting, it just sort of lets you stop having any apprehension. Now, mind you, there's about a 30-second charge there where, you'll sit there thinking, oh, geez, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And you just got to get through that. And that's the part that you just got to, as soon as you can overcome that, then immediately, let me see if this helps. Is that, no, I don't know how much better that is. I'm trying to figure out, again, I got to reset everything again. So I think that might be the best. But you have that a momentary apprehension about, okay, hamburger. Well, it's an offering to the hamburger gods. Why not draw a hamburger? It's going to fit in that story there somewhere. Now, this isn't necessarily a hamburger. This is a Big Mac. Oh, hi, Barbara. How you doing? Chris and his hair dryers and curling irons and eyelash brushes and lipsticks. So glam. Huh? I'm glam enough that Lou Reed could write a record about me. Nobody forgets my fishnet stockings. Once. You see them once, and I've scarred you for years. Yep, terrifying. All right, I'm going to try some different things. Have some different kinds of fun here. Let's see what this does for us. Oh, yeah. 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 I think that's just a dead marker. Yeah. Nobody forgets my stockings. There, years ago, used to have Rocky Horror Picture Show parties. And that was a lot of fun. It was astounding. But that time was fleeting. So yeah, so if anybody is interested in some of those lessons that I think are so good that is in Baron Story's books, we can start going over some of those things if you want to. Barbara says, Glamour Boy. There you go. That's a good song. My favorite Burton Cummings song, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one for me because there's certain songs that I just really, really like. But the one that I find myself humming the most is a song called Guns, Guns, Guns. And just, it's such a fun song, you know, and you gotta love it. What does WPG and NF mean? Do I want to know? Do I really want to know? Yeah, you're too dark.
It's dark, man.
Is it starting to look like a burger? Oh, I'm so happy. I am so Winnipeg and Niagara Falls. Ah, now we know where both of them are, Paul. Yeah, that's the lyrics. Yeah, if you can imagine me walking around my house howling that, it's really fun for everyone that has had to hear me do it over the years. I told Burton that was one of my favorite songs when I met him, and he said, "Really? Wow, that's great, man." You never know, right? You never know the thing that you do that other people connect with. Like you're never sure. There's certain things you can expect people to connect with on a larger basis than other things because, like the music page I did recently, right? It's got so many bands on it. You know that there's going to be X, Y, Z people. You know, oh look, it's got anything to do with Radiohead, right? Or the Depeche Mode page I did. A lot of Depeche Mode people came out of the woodwork. Said, "Oh, I like Depeche Mode." Too dark. So, as I'm throwing down these different colors, ideally it's pulling out the image. Yeah, Burton born and raised in Winnipeg. Minus 42 weather constantly. Whee, that's good. That's a pickle. Boy, we're in a pickle, all right. It's an offering to the burger gods. I know it's a random thing to try to tune into a stream and watch a goofball make a burger. But buckle up. You're not just here for the dancing. Yeah, so there, you got all kinds of truth out of me today. The fact that if there's any style that I might present myself in at all, it's entirely because my wife picks out clothes for me. And I am very thankful for that. Because otherwise, good heavens. Jim says, Chris, quick question. How did the universe form? I guess in a long about ways, the answer is 42. But yeah, it's really complicated to how I get to that answer. But yeah, 42, Jim. See, there was a computer that was put together. It was commissioned by, some mice. And those mice commissioned this big old computer to come up with the answer of life, the universe, and everything in it. And they're not really mice. It's just that's how they look in this universe, as best as our brains can comprehend them. And they were doing experiments on us, how we would respond if they died, and how would we react if all of a sudden they just exploded or whatever other little experiments they pulled on us. And the end of it all, they got the answer from Deep Thought, and that answer was 42. And we're all very thankful for it. Just think, what would this life be like if we didn't know? All right. My favorite thing in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was there's the pair of glasses, and these glasses work on the position that if you see something that scares you, they go black. They go completely black. You can't see anything out of them. And the notion is they were invented specifically for people that had to deal with the slug bladder beast of Trull. And the slug bladder beast of Trull will attack and kill anything that can see it. So if you have these glasses on, that as soon as you're afraid of something, generally the slug bladder beast of Trull makes you afraid, they immediately go black. It realizes you can't see it, it leaves you alone, and you get to walk away and live. However, functionally useless when it comes to anything else. Jim sent a note. Barbara loves Jim. Philip Chandler, not which part of the blue marble you are from, but here in Canada we chewed Thrills bubblegum. Tastes like soap and all loved it. Chewed, past tense, they sell them at the dollar store. That lovely purple package that tells us that inside is gum here that tastes like soap. You can offer it to your friends. They think you're giving them some grape gum. You give them a thrill. So I'm using this completely random paper that I am going to proceed to put down on the finish page. So one of the reasons that I'm doing it is specifically for what I'm getting now. And I'm going to hold it up after I erase what I just put paint on. So you see the little textures that are coming through in that top area now? Oh, that's fun. That's the fun stuff. Thrills, buddy. You can get them at the dollar store. We. Look at all these Canucks. Okay, so here is our hamburger. Philip says, watching this burger is making me hungry. I'm going to take the iPad with me to the kitchen to get some lunch. Are you going to have a burger, Philip? No, don't judge you. No, don't judge you for that. Here we go. Okay. What are you going to make for lunch, Frank? Or, no, I guess Phil. What are you going to make for lunch, Philip? All right. Give the burger some dimension. Don't just zap the burger on the iPad on the microwave. So what's anybody working on right now? I'm always interested to find out what everybody's got going on. Rachel has clearly been doing a bunch of the 3 prompts. What do we got? What am I missing? Don't just zap the burger and the iPad in the micro. Probably just a sandwich. Maybe some leftovers. You know what you could really blow our minds with? If the leftovers are a sandwich. Huh? Huh? All right. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about the offering to the hamburger gods. I think it's starting to. That's making me happy. Happy monkey. So let's move on. Let's working on a frog journal. Follow my ragtime girl. All right, so I'm going to put these away. An important part of when we're making some crafts is that we remember to put the craft tools away. And I'm going to put this one back in the slot with all of his friends. All right, so we're going to let this dry, but yeah, I'm happy. That's our burger. Why do we have a salmon sandwich, but we need to have a tuna fish sandwich? Is salmon not a fish? I don't think people are entirely convinced that tuna is. And besides, it's pronounced salmon. All right, so let's have fun. I got different papers draped over different places. So let's so I'm using tuna is a mercury sandwich. There's a lot of seafood. If you have, there's an awful lot of processing illnesses that cause neurological disorders, like Wilson's disease. If you eat mushrooms or something like that, there's got a lot of copper in it, and you have a predetermination for Wilson's disease, it won't let your body expel that copper. It'll collect it in your system, and before you know it, it affects how your neuropathic signals are firing in your head. So I'm trying some different things. This is parchment paper. So I'm just putting down our majestic Olympian type character. Look out, everybody, it's Gary Hodges. Gary Hodges, standing patiently by the door, ready to pounce on a mailman, an unsuspecting delivery person at a moment's notice. Running flying tackle in the front yard of Gary Hodges' property. Or even better is you stand there looking expectantly, and as the mailman comes up and you have this kind of a face, and then the mailman just hands you a bill, or even better, you could donate to the local hospital campaign, because that means it's like non-mail if you've never done it before. And then you do this. Thanks. Ding, 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 ding. So worst thing about waiting for a proof in the mail or a package that's being shipped, like you order something online, and see, I don't order a lot online, so maybe I'm just an overexcited child, but Christopher is explaining how the world began. Done. All right, so I'm going to try to ink this. We'll see how it goes, because it is parchment paper, right? Parchment paper. Do you know the origin story of that, Jim? I'm not trying to brag, but I'm kind of scheduled to have a personal phone call with the Gary Hodges later today. No lie. How come I don't get to talk to Gary Hodges on the phone? Should I just try to just show you what a phone call with Gary Hodges would go like? I would say, "Hi, Gary. How are you?" And he would say, "Yeah, I'm good." Awesome. Jim, enjoy it, man. Gary says, oh no. Could ask him questions like, Gary, remember the first the GVSM book that you did? That was awesome. Somebody else will. Parchment paper, folks. Look out! Didi Willingham has joined the room. Hi, Didi. Jim's bragging, Didi. Uh-oh. I did get the notice today that the proof for DVSM 1979 is on the way to me. That is excellent. Just had the cable guy replacing some equipment. What is the theme for today? It is this. Offering to the hamburger gods. So the first thing we did was make a hamburger. And it made Philip hungry, which is all part of my plan. And so now I am making additional mess. It was a great stream today, Didi. Yes, it was. Gary says, I've never been bitten by a dog. Oh, hold on. What's this about? Oh, Jim's got a random question of the day. Jim Luhan's random question of the day, number 404. Have you ever been bitten by a dog? And then Gary says, I've never been bitten by a dog, but I put Band-Aids on my wrist and claimed to be bitten by a dog in 3rd grade for female attention. This was before I learned concern. Is it the same as affection? I was going to say infection. Didi says, did I have lunch yet? Yes, I had not a burger. Can you tell what I wanted to have for lunch? Yeah. It's no Chick-fil-A. No, it's no Chick-fil-A. All right. Here comes my hair dryer, my lipstick, and my leggings. This is exciting news about your proof coming, buddy. And Jim says, clapping for your book order. Yeah, this is really exciting news. I hope that there's going to be no problems with it. It's going to be ready to go, ready to rumba, and we get to see you able to move on with that project a little bit as soon as possible. Not for anybody else's impatience, but for your own sense of completion and progress, right? That's the thing, is that when you tell people, well, I've done this, there comes a sort of, well, let's see it. Let's have it. Why isn't it ready yet? Are you done? When's it going to be done? So that's tough. That's a tough one. Barbara says, I got to go run through the sprinkler now. Thanks, Christopher. Bye, everyone. Anybody close enough to catch Barbara run through a sprinkler? So I'm putting down some more of this tissue paper, and I'm bonding it to this to the parchment paper, and seeing what that does for us. Gives us kind of a fun, cool surface to work with. Have I ever been bitten by a dog? Was Jim's question. Probably. I just don't like dogs. I don't like them, and they know that, because they either go, "Oh, I want to hang out with you all day because you don't like us," or they look at me and go, "Yeah, I think that they'll eat me." Dog stuff is the random question of the day. Has anyone here been bitten by a dog? Jim needs it for his book. He's keeping tabs on everybody. So-and-so, bitten by a dog, 1974, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, just write that down right here. All right. I don't know. I must have been bitten by a dog. I probably must have been bitten. I don't like dogs. So I'm not one that has ever, to my knowledge, really actively gone out and tried to play with the dog. In pretty much my entire adult life. Doesn't like dogs. Oh God, that tells me a lot about him. Just tells you I don't like dogs. I'm a cat person. Because cats aren't stupid. I don't know. Just it's not a dog guy. Never been, never will be. I don't like the unconditional love part of them. I don't understand the absolute, who are you? Will you feed me? You're my new best friend. Whereas cats are kind of like a pal. People be like, oh, dogs are the same way. I'm not getting into that. Philip gets small bites from dogs all the time. I might have read that wrong. Just small bites, but nothing serious. Just from dogs playing. Yeah, I think that maybe my feelings about dogs is frustrating to everyone around me, because I really think that the kids would have enjoyed having a dog. But yeah, there's no part of me that's ever wanted one. I had one when I was a kid. Her name was Patches. She was a little terrier. And somehow when my parents divorced, the dog disappeared. And it's not because it went with either of them. Never understood that. Never understood what happened with that dog. But I think Wayne probably took it. So Wayne was my father. I like when pigment separates, and I like when accidental shapes and patterns happen in an image. I'm a big fan of that. Philip says he loves dogs. He grew up with them. You mean like you were the same age and it was the same age, and you're going to grade school and your dog's sitting there at home going, why can't I go to grade school, right? I'm blowing this over top of my leg. Just because. Trying to keep it away from the microphone. And then he puts it right in there. some of those fun textures that come in this way. I really like. All right. We are cat people. We are cat people, Dee Dee says. We just always had a dog in the house growing up. I was an only child, so I guess they sort of became like siblings. Boy, that would have been some awkward disagreements in the back seat of the car. If you two kids can't behave yourselves back there, Philip, stop arguing with your brother. But, Mom, you just stop it, both of you boys. Row. Right, Rory. Like, dude, he's totally bugging me. I don't know what your voice was like when you were a teenager, but I just projected she sounded like Shaggy. Philip says, I actually appreciate both dogs and cats. I could have either as a pet. Nice. Here's my favorite ridiculous argument is I don't want a dog. I don't want to have to pick up dog crap in my hand. And then as a cat owner, you got litter boxes, right? Now I know everybody's going to say there's brand new litter boxes that do it for you. I know. I can't wait till there's robots that walk around picking up people's dog turds. As soon as you start putting down some medium and different layers of washes and stuff, it lets you work on the waxy resisting paper. So does anybody know where I'm going with this image? Has anybody picked up yet on how I'm going to put these all together? He's going to hold up the burger. What color are you? You'll do. All right. Is there anybody that has birds? Kind of curious about that. For some reason, we were at the Wall of Marts. I think it was yesterday. And we're in the pet section getting stuff for these sleeping maniacs. And I saw... They're both in here asleep now. I saw a bird cage, and for some reason, we could get a bird. 2 cats in the house, we get a bird. I don't know who that's crueler. Is it more cruel to the bird or the cats? We know you guys are too old to jump up on anything, really. Here's some birds. I like texture a lot, and if I can figure out ways to put texture into things, why not, right? Yeah, it's not doing it for me there. Even robots won't do labor jobs now. Is that a comment about the tax people? Ooh, hot take. Ooh, hot take. Chris thinks the tax people are robots. That's not true. Entirely. I'm looking for a blue. I have a blue paint over here. A blue Posca. Posca paint. There it is. Found it. I read about the robot made to stack boxes that was designed to learn, that figured out what was going on and quit. Make your own damn boxes. I ain't doing this. This is stupid work. So it's just fun sometimes to just play with Surface and to try different things together. And did I bring over? No, I didn't. Okay. This is Bone White. Bone White. See what this does. Nothing useful. Okay. I'm never going to find a use for this damn thing. It's good for filling in bricks. You fill it in bricks. So this is acrylic, an acrylic marker. We're just putting some punches on here. True story. It stopped and collapsed on the floor. Really? What was this, for Amazon? Amazon that clocks your toilet breaks? You're being most disagreeable. All right. So the whole point of this page is to do kind of just some big epic image about since the dawn of man. But I want to have this sort of centerpiece image on it that has this person raising up a burger to the sky. I'll have to look up the story again. I wouldn't be surprised if it was for a big corporate thing. All right. Now I'm going to put, that's what you do. If I can open it. Oh, I don't need to open it. It's going to squeeze out one. Boy, oh boy. Blonde moment, blonder than the sun. I'm pretty sure that's how the lyrics go for that song. I got a Nutella lid here I'm using as a palette. Everybody would be proud of me with my recycling efforts here. Well, be proud. So I'm putting down a layer of gloss medium, gel gloss medium, and just sealing this all down. So you can put watercolor on parchment paper. You can work it in. Kat says, why does that make me actually feel sorry for the robot? Don't you ever feel sorry for robots? Yeah, I mean, there's this problem with two modes of thinking right now societally. Oh, here he goes. We have two conceptions at work. One, technology is going to get so good that we don't have to do a lot of sundry tasks. Robots can do it for us. Sounds great, right? But then at the same time, coupled hand in hand with that, interlocked together like somewhat disagreeable sisters, there's the fact that corporate culture is not interested in the average person having liberation of time and choice. They are interested in selling things to them and making money. So this whole notion that the more robots that we have, the more people are going to be freed out. No, it just means more people are going to be out in the window, right? Dude, he's like some robots. Robot. Okay, I'm just going to Just going to dry this off on the side. And tissue paper just went all over my studio. My son Sean, when he plays with our cat, when Sean plays with Baby, it's like a full-on, she's really going after him. He's and he's just knocking her about. And the claws are out, and she's attacking. And he gets cat bites and scratches left, right, and center. Can you hear me? He gets cat bites and scratches left, right, and center, and he makes nothing of it. Whereas, other people get a little nip and You know what? I kind of like that. Yeah, I just shot tissue paper across the room. I kind of like this. As you see, I'm moving my garbage pail now. I don't know what I'm doing today. You can see the Post-it coming through here. And it's going to let me attach it. Let's see what this does to our image. That's fun. Man, I like the dumbest things. What am I missing? Image makes me think of the Silver Surfer. Nice. Yeah. Jack Kirby. Gotta love the king. So I've been finding more and more website pages that talk about some of the really dorky things that I'm interested in. And I can't get over how many pages there are of just people going over and over and over again. Any sort of imagery or text having to do with Jack Kirby or Jack Kirby's creative career, creative life. Just absolute acolytes. Okay, so that's fine. That comes together kind of nicely. There's going to be all kinds of cool textures going to peek up through that, like the ripple effect here, the sort of veining like it's a leaf. I don't know if it's hard to, let me try this. See the crackling effect? Oh, I just saw what Kat said. I feel like my robot vacuum is a pet. We want to get we want to get one. We just haven't knuckled down and done it yet. Lori and I, we got a plan. We're sticking to our plan for expenses, and our expenses do not include a Roomba. So, all right, let me try something. Nah, not good enough. I'm gonna get a. Let's see if I got a stick of graphite kicking around. Well, I know I do, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna go to my old pal, the Crayon. Your friend and mine, the Crayon. Yeah, we want to get one of those Roombas. Okay, so here's where we're gonna see. Some of these textures coming through now. I find that looking into the screen that shows what's in camera helps me sometimes, because that tends to more readily reflect what's going to be in a scan. I have one more thing I intend to do here. And then what are we at? 120. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Is that I intend to have the burger. So let's do this. Pardon me. Save that and put something else on that. So this is basically what we're putting together here. And then my intention is to have this as he's holding up the burger. Is this in camera? Nope. As he's holding the burger up. Okay. Right? And as we've got this image in the center area of the page, there's going to be, I'm going to draw some panels now that are going to connect narratively around this centralized image, which is going to be, reflecting on the history of mankind's offerings to the hamburger gods, which is silly, but silly is fun. Since the earliest days of mankind, we have always appreciated the gods of hamburger. Yeah, this sort of stuff like that, right? For the kids. But I'll cut and clip around it. I want a higher contrast value around the burger to make it punch out more. I might do that digitally. There you go, Philip. Here he comes on the run with the burger in a bun. You know what song I always like, and this is a mindworm, a songworm, and I'm going to apologize for it in advance. But does anybody remember? Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Grab some tasty treats. You're welcome. That'll be stuck in your head all day. Forgot to put his other arm in his business. What's this? The cat says, looking awesome. Oh, thanks, cat. Ideally, hopefully it's not going to be too reflective. Okay, let's see if this should pick up some of the details and information we're putting together here. See, this is the sort of fun stuff that I like doing. This is the part of me that says, there ain't no rules. No rules. No rules is a fun way to create anything, because no rules, no have to do it this way, no, thank you again, Kat. No have to do it this way, no, this is the only way one should go about putting together X, Y, Z. Limits you. It constrains you, and it doesn't allow you to find, to quote one Mr. Ross, happy accidents, to find those, to quote Jackson Pollock, opportunities, not mistakes, opportunities. And I think that if you can allow those things into your process and defy convention, because look at the crinkles and stuff in there. Some people would go, that's horrible. I hate that. But when you scan this, and now it's got this sort of random texture that a flat black and white drawing is just not going to have, or a painting on a flat surface, or, how are the crinkles in here like this? Well, you know how they're in there. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to reveal all to the people that are checking it out. And then when people try to figure out well, what textures and things did they use in their AI program to get some of this information? They're never going to figure it out, right? Because there's certain things that you can do in traditional working medium that you're just not going to do digitally without an awful lot of farting about to figure out how to do it. So yeah, so I'm going to get cracking on this page and get these, because I'm excited to scan these and see what they look like in the robot. But yeah, this is a fun one. I'm having a good time putting this together. I had considered initially of pairing this idea with a Jim Luan one-page suggestion, which was one page, one panel, one image, one word. So I'd considered that for this as well. But I think I'm going to stick with the offering to the hamburger gods and give a little bit of narrative to it. Because I actually have a very elaborate image in mind for one panel, one word, one image. So I look forward to doing that tomorrow. If anybody is made a suggestion that I haven't got to yet and they're really hoping to see it, just let me know in the comments after the video or in the chat here, because I have no problem. I really have no decision-making process when it comes to what am I going to work on today. It's almost like rolling a dice on a page and here's number 6. So, if there's something you're like, Chris, why haven't you done that yet? What are you waiting for, fella? Just let me know, and I'll move it up, because I'm here to make you happy. No, I'm not, but it's a fun process to engage in, and I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, hello, about waiting. Remember the one I told you 6 years ago on an elevator as we were being chased by muckers? Yeah. So I put a little more white down there to extend the body out. It's this kind of a pose is years of reading superhero books. I got a white crayon as well. I wonder what that'll do on this. Oh, white crayon. Is it going to do much of anything? Smudge other colors around, smudge other things around. Not much help. No. See if this will work. It's a messy process, how I work in this space. I don't know if you can see much change there, but I might just be putting paint on my finger for all I know and not accomplishing much with it. There we go. Yeah, it's not doing much. I'm just making a mess. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get it together, team. We're all in this together. All right. Yeah, so I think I might wrap up today from what we're doing here. There you go, that Chris making a mess. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Took a minute to get it enough dry color on there to start moving it around. Why are you doing that, Chris? I don't know. All right. Okay, so I think I'm going to let this guy dry, get him scanned. I'm going to have to scan it with a white piece of paper behind it, I think. And then I'm going to scan the burger and a bun as well. And get these guys into the robot. And at the same time, I'm going to, on a white piece of heavy grade cardstock, I'm going to draw some additional panels, little contextual narrative about mankind's long-running worship of the hamburger gods. And I'm looking forward to this coming together. Philip says, looking forward to seeing this one finished. Have a good day, everybody. You as well, Didi. Enjoy your time with your family visiting. And Philip says, take your Didi as well. Yeah, so I'll be posting this one first thing in the morning. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. But thanks everybody for hanging out. If there's a specific one page that you're wanting me to get to, let me know. Otherwise, if you got a one-page comic idea, shoot that at me as well. Tell all your friends. But I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you're having fun too. And let's see where we can take some of these stories. But in the meantime, I'll be back tomorrow at 2:00. If you're up for it, come on and hang out and throw some ideas at me, and let's see where we can go with this. In the meantime, bye for now. Get creating. I'd like to see what you're working on. Feel free to share it with me. My social contact stuff is all in the errata underneath the stream. So, in my YouTube page, and I also include contact info on my Facebook and my Instagram, and it's all just my name, right? Christopher Runcie, man. All right, bye for now, gang. Take care. Have a great day.